Welcome everyone to the Joining in Light group. Let's begin with the light of infinite being and just be with that. And we ask that whatever we speak is what we're hearing directly from the light, from Holy Spirit, from Jesus. So let's begin by asking within, what desire is most useful for us to look at for the healing of the mind and a service to the whole? And what I'm hearing is confirming what some of us prayed about a little earlier this evening, and that is the desire to avoid looking at desires, to avoid looking. So, Jesus, what would you have us see, or about the relishing? Show us the relishing of this desire to really avoid looking. And the relishing of avoiding looking. What I'm hearing is that the Mary character thinks she's dodging a bullet if I avoid looking. And I relish dodging a bullet.
Well, I think that we're thinking, we're feeling that we might actually find something, and we go through our lives seeking but never finding, and that makes us, we're happy with that.
Mm-hmm.
But the moment as we actually start to look, then then we're not we're concerned. We're gonna find the truth. It's gonna destroy us.
Yeah.
Mm.
It seems like the last thing that I want to do is look at desires. I mean, there's times when I'm just like, I don't have that desire. I don't want to look at it. And there's really rich revealing that comes out of just looking anyway.
Yeah, we just want to look at whatever's going on, you know, whatever's like giving us, you know, giving us that feeling of reality, whether it's pleasant or painful. We don't want to, we certainly don't want to look at the desire, you know, because we don't even want to know that. We don't even want to know that we really have, we really just, you know, it is just a desire, you know.
Yeah, it's almost as if there's an anticipation that I'm going to find out something awful, or this is really going to be a struggle. It becomes almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy. What are you hearing, Renee?
I was looking at the pleasure of avoidance. How I think that's safety.
Yeah. And I relish, what I'm hearing is that I relish avoiding looking by finding all kinds of distractions and reasons, like, oh, I forgot, or oh, there's nobody available to join with, or I don't know what to look at, whatever, you know, there's all these excuses that are seem to be so easy to come up with for not looking. And I love it. I look for that.
Yeah, if it's a bad thing, we don't want to feel that we, you know, we can't believe that we actually have a desire for it. And if it's a good thing, like we don't want to, we don't want to, you know, we don't want to think about that it's something that that it's just, you know, that it's only there because we desire it, I guess, you know. And, you know, it's not real.
Yeah, I certainly don't want to take responsibility for that, that I'm the one that brought it to me.
Yeah, and if it's good, it's like, you know, that means, you know, if we desired it, if, you know, if it's just our desire, then you know, then it isn't real. I mean, it's like you know, it's fake, and we don't want to. You know, we want to. No, we want to enjoy it. We want to give it reality. We want to have, you know.
Yeah, let's, I'm being prompted to have us go back and look again at the wanting of this desire, the wanting, the relishing of avoiding looking, just how much we relish that.
Mm.
What I'm hearing is that it also means that we're not talking with the spirit, we're not talking with the light, we're avoiding talking with the light.
Yeah, because we're scared. We fear that. We're scared of the light.
Mm.
Yeah, we don't want that. We just want to, like, you know, we're concerned that it's just going to reveal to us that.
Ask us to do something we don't want to do.
Yeah. I mean, basically, we're lazy. I mean, we just want to, you know, we just want to sit back and just indulge in whatever's going on. You know, we don't want to go out there and not thinking about our desire for it. Because we are, yeah, we're definitely.
Yeah, avoiding the commitment.
Yeah,
What's that?
Avoiding the commitment, avoiding the commitment, relishing, avoiding making that commitment, you know, because what I was hearing is not wanting to say no to the ego and like stand into the desires.
Mm-hmm.
And make that commitment to only direct looking every time without exception.
Hmm. Hmm. By the way, excuse me, but can I ask, is my face appearing on the screen? Is there a video of me? There is no video. Right. There's no video in mine either. I don't know why that is, but anyway.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Be nice to see your face.
Yeah, that happened when I last the last one I did on Wednesday. I think it was picture was just black and anyway.
I can ask you to start the video. I don't know if that'll make any difference.
Start the video.
Yeah, there's just an instruction here. I don't know if that allows anything to happen. I have no clue.
Start the video.
It says I can
Oh,
just
start
ask.
video. Start video. Okay, let's try that. Ah.
There you are.
Yeah.
What a concept.
Okay, I'll remember that one. Thank you, Jesus. Hmm.
When I start looking at this, what I'm hearing is that if there weren't set times, to look at desires all by myself, there's not a whole lot that would get done in that arena.
Hmm. For me, it's only the incentive is only there if this is something that's really, really bothering me,
If what?
If it's really it's something that's really bothering me. I'm something that,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
there is some incentive, but normally, no. I mean,
We tend to
if
tolerate the suffering.
Yeah, truly.
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, I can be kind of nonchalant or whatever about a desire, or I can, there's so many different approaches my ego comes up with about desires. And when I join, whether it's here or whether it's, with Kay at the center with the other yogis, what comes up just by the willingness to just be still and look at the desire is just really amazing. It doesn't have to be some magical wave the wand kind of thing or whatever. It's just the willingness to look and ask, show me the relishing of this, God.
Yeah, inevitably something turns up, it's just like,
Yeah.
It might take a little while, but something occurs. It's definitely the key.
And if it takes a little while, that's okay, is what I'm hearing. I mean, just until we get to the bottom of it, and the more we look, the more it begins to dissipate, and then ask if we need to see more. And usually it's a yes. So relishing the desire to avoid looking at desires. Jesus, what would you have us see now about this desire? Are we holding or are we releasing? Feels like there's some holding going on.
Yeah, we still have a little way to see. It's just a natural thing for the ego to do, of course. It just, it doesn't want to, oh, it doesn't want to look, it's perfectly, why should it, unless, like I say, it's really feeling like it doesn't want this experience. But
yeah, and of course Jesus in the New Covenant says if we just look, we get down, if we keep looking, it just begins to disappear. And that's that's what we want. It
yeah,
seems
because
like, go ahead.
Yeah, because the only reason it's there, and there's only one reason that it's there, it's because we desire it. And once that desire goes, then it goes. Yeah, I mean, it's so.
It seems so easy. It's like too easy. And then I fight it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love fighting it.
Mm.
I really do. I don't think I do, but I do.
Yeah. Of course, yeah.
It feels like on the flip side of it, it's the desire to be involved.
In the process, in the miracle?
Yeah, the interpretive function.
Mm-hmm. So Jesus, if we really just really looked at how much we enjoy, how much we relish avoiding looking, like today or anytime, how have I avoided looking? How much have I enjoyed avoiding looking? I was about ready to kill off another yogi this morning, so then we came back and looked at that. Oh, we were ready to kill each other off. Yeah, what I'm hearing is how much I love face of innocence and pretending that, oh, this desire is no big deal. I don't really want to avoid looking, or I don't really have the desire to kill or whatever. And then we start looking at the ego and it's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah, and the closer you get to those sort of primal, those primal wishes of the ego, the less you want to look at it. Because the desire to kill, the desire to, because Mhm.
What value, Jesus, do we get out of this desire to avoid looking?
I think relief more than anything else.
What was that?
Relief.
Hmm.
That's the value.
Yeah, I said earlier, it's thinking I'm dodging a bullet.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, what I'm hearing is it seems like it takes a lot of effort to look at these desires. I'm like, this is too much work.
Mhm.
So when the value is supposedly ease, or
Mhm.
like you said, Martin, relief.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just laziness. Laziness, really. One of the 7 deadly sins, isn't it?
What was that?
It's one of the 7 deadly sins.
Oh.
Sloth. Laziness. Which are, of course, just not really sins, but mistakes.
Hmm. Yeah, it does feel like I hear the word escape.
Escape the firing squad, huh?
Mhm.
Yeah, there's a lot of trepidation around looking at desires, like not wanting to be corrected, not wanting to see that I'm wrong.
What's another word for trepidation? What is that?
Trepidation is anxiety or fear.
Anticipation, nervous anticipation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, part of that is also not wanting to avoid because I don't want to be wrong.
Mhm. Yeah. And you can't believe that you actually desire suffering, you know. It's,
That you what?
that you can actually desire to suffer, you know. You can actually,
Yeah.
that doesn't seem to make
Mm-hmm.
one of the biggest ones, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Or that I'm doing all this to myself.
Mm.
There's got to be somebody out there to blame, especially God. God's doing this to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm.
So what are you hearing? Ask within. Are we holding or releasing?
Yeah, I was hearing protection again for like the value, and it feels like it's clearing though. Like feels like release.
Feels like we've released quite a lot. I never like to say all of it, but you know.
Yeah, there's a sense, there's a sense of space, more spaciousness around it is the way I describe it. It's like there's, or, you know, it feels lighter, not so intractable. Like I'm doomed.
Glad you don't feel that anymore.
So Jesus, is there more for us to see right now? Are we ready?
Just
Yeah.
what I kept hearing was the directness, like
What?
the directness of looking, and how, you know, I like to feel intimidated by that,
Feel intimidated by looking?
by directness,
Directness? Yeah.
By what?
by
Direction?
authority, like by authority, by directness, by that
Mhm.
that power. So it's yeah, wanting to make Jesus the bad guy is what I hear.
Yeah, my mind wants to kind of shimmy all over the place with this direct looking. It's like looking, you know, sometimes practically wanting to throw in all, well, the kitchen sink or all kinds of stuff rather than just stick with the quietness of looking and listening.
like wanting to claim that it's not gentle. It's difficult. It's not natural. It's not gentle.
It's confrontive.
Going to show you something you don't want to see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like there are all kinds of, I can come up with all kinds of reasons not to look. One being I forgot. Oh, I've been too busy, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And it feels like forgetting that I asked for this, like I asked to be shown. And then I love forgetting that. I love forgetting.
Yeah.
I'll ask and then I love to ask and then forget and then go through that cycle of it seeming to be like difficult to just return to that the point in the mind where it's just like asking, okay, what's most helpful right now, and you know, not letting anything else get in the way of that. I also hear the play of like beating myself up for not looking, or the play of I'll follow in the future next time.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
And what I'm also hearing is that I tend to discount the looking. Oh, it's no big deal. I'll get to it, you know.
Mhm.
I'll do it tomorrow. And then, like you were alluding to, Renee, this beating myself up or the guilt around, oh my gosh, I didn't join with anybody today or whatever, to look at a desire. I wasn't talking with my inner guide about all this. I got upset about this and this, and I wasn't looking at the desire below the upset or asking what are the underlying conditions for this upset.
It feels like making what's most natural seem unnatural and impossible.
Yeah. And it seems like I'm not going to know how natural it is until I get through all the other stuff, until I step into it. So our timer for the 40 minutes has gone off. It's not like we have to stop right now. However, let's check in and see where we're at, what we're hearing from that inner voice for God about the relishing of this desire to avoid looking.
I think we've looked at a few revealing aspects of it, that's for sure.
Mhm. Yeah, another thing I just heard was like thinking if they change, if they change, I'll be happy.
Yeah. Well, I'm hearing it's lighter, and it's one we can revisit. And every time we kind of go around again, it seems to take away some of the energy of the resistance.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you, Jesus. Thank you, mighty companions.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Beautiful.